Hey everybody. Okay, so we're back where we left off outside the Adventurers Guild, which is this building here, and there's still this monastery here to explore, but I think we'll get to that later. I want to leave that for a little bit later. Okay, I'm going to take things a little bit slower now because at the start of the game I wanted to get a few things out of the way. I remember it was important for us to see Dr. Cranium very quickly, but now I think I'm going to do a little bit more exploring around the main area of the town. Before I begin, though, I just want to mention big thanks to one of my viewers for pointing out to me, and I'm so glad that somebody mentioned this to me. There are a few key shortcuts in the game, shortcut keys rather in the game. Probably the most important is Control V, which if you press Control V, it brings up your stat sheet just like this. So you don't need to go through moving the mouse to the top of the screen and pulling down the icon. You just press Control V and pow, this pops up right away. It's equivalent to Control S in Quest for Glory 1 and 2. Similar shortcut keys are Control C, which brings up this control panel here so you can quickly control these sliders if you want to. And there's also, if you want to bring up your inventory, there's Control I as well. Although Tab also does the same thing as it does in most Sierra Adventures. So a big thank you for pointing that out to me. Thank you very much. Okay, that having been said now, let's go ahead and come back down here, and this will take us to this area. This is the main area of the town. Now we've already been in this building. This is the Burgomeister's office. This heavy wooden door guards the entrance to the Burgomeister's office. But there are a couple of other interesting buildings here. What about this building here? This is the Hotel Mordavia, best and only inn in town. There's also a sign up here that says inn. The sign simply reads inn. Guess that means you should go in.
That's clever.
The game is so funny. You are a very clever game. This sign reads general store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. Well, let's find out. Let's
Salesperson and cats, really.
Yes, pretty much. Let's go ahead.
We haven't been here before.
We were here very briefly to get the avocado sandwich.
Hello. Do you have any news?
Well, not really. I mean, we were here once very briefly before just to get the avocado and garlic sandwich, but now let's go ahead and spend a little bit more time conversing with this pleasant, portly but pleasant shopkeeper woman. The shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features. Well, the game isn't too flattering in its description of her. What happens if we try to use our hand on her?
My, what strong hands you have. Let me feel your muscles,
Okay. On second thought, you realize you really don't want to do much touching of this woman, nor vice versa. I think she would like to. Well, never mind. Let's go ahead and talk to this very pleasant shopkeeper woman. Tell us about your goods for sale.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pans, I really don't have that much anymore for adventurers like yourself. I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations and garlic. Of course, you'll need garlic. I've also some oil you can use to keep weapons and armor from rusting. If you like sweets, I have got some yummy homemade candy, although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make up some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Okay. As you might guess, as is typical of most adventure games, if something is mentioned, it's probably something that has some relevance to the game. So yeah, most of the things that she's just mentioned to us actually have some impact on the game. So let's see, we can also get, there's a lot of things to ask about. Let's go ahead and get some more detailed information about the items for sale, like the candy.
3 twists of candy will cost you 5 kopecks. The kids love them.
Too bad I don't have any kids. How about a clove of garlic?
Garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
The storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
Some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
Oh yes, protective properties. Protection from what, I wonder? It looks like she's closing her eyes because she's...
she's asleep.
She got tired and fell asleep. Trail rations?
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
Shopping bag?
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things.
Okay.
We kind of already have a bag, don't we?
I think the hero carries a backpack, although you can't see it in his on-screen avatar, but I think officially the hero is carrying a backpack, which I guess is invisible or something. Tell us about your flasks of oil.
A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up, what's that say? Oh, rusty wagon wheels.
Yes. I don't think we have any rusty wagon wheels, but, well, let's see what else we have here.
A pie pan. I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. I've always admired a man who can cook.
Oh, and a small hand broom, because every hero needs a small hand broom.
To clean up his messes. You can purchase the hand broom for 350 kopecks. I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
Oh, you're so clever. Oh, that is funny. It is a funny game. All right, let's see. I think clicking on purchase goods actually makes us buy stuff. Yeah, it takes us to the interface where we can actually buy things. I'll come back to this just a little bit later, but let's finish talking to the woman first. Tell us about rumors.
What would you like to know about?
This woman, by the way, is the town's sort of rumor mill. She has a lot of things
Gossip queen.
Yeah, Gossip Queen. She has a lot to say about lots of stuff. So let's start off with someone we've already met, Dr. Cranium.
Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it.
He is very strange, even for a man.
Someday the Mad Doctor will blow us all up with one of his experiments of his. Mark my words.
Okay. Adventurers. What do you think of adventurers?
There used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember.
Obviously, it doesn't get too much use since it's been locked up, and the Burgomeister gave us the key. It's like we're the only adventurer that's been in town in a while. We've also met the Burgomeister. How about the Burgomeister?
Our Burgomeister is named Dimitri. He is responsible for keeping order in the town, and he's very serious. There was some scandal about his grandfather, but it was hushed up.
Actually, that's his grandmother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can read.
Yeah, it's okay. Her crabbiness is kind of at an odd angle, so she's having a bit of a hard time reading the screen.
I have bad eyes, too.
Yes, even though you're wearing your glasses, but...
I know, but they're not up to date.
Oh, I see. Oh, you need... Okay, that's fine. We've also met the Gravedigger. This was Igor, the jolly man with a gallows sense of humor who was outside the Adventurers Guild. I'm sure Olga has something to say about Igor the Gravedigger.
He's a strange one, isn't he? Digging graves and carving tombstones during the day, helping that crazy Dr. Cranium at night. You know he's not up to any good. Decent folk have nothing to do with him. Guess we're not decent.
I guess not, since we talked to Igor. Yeah, that we are pariahs of some kind now. Tell us about your husband.
My sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
Okay, so she had a husband named Boris who's been gone for 3 years now. Alright. Tell us about Mordavia.
This isn't a bad place to settle down, you know. You could easily learn a living farming here. That certainly has more job security than adventuring, after all.
I guess so. Okay.
Enough already,
yeah. We can also, as usual, click on ourselves and say a few basic things like, I don't know, did she ever even introduce herself at any point in time? Because it says
No.
Olga here, but I don't know. Did she ever say, my name is Olga?
No.
Okay, well, her name is Olga, so here we go. Let's greet Olga.
So you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last. How do you say that? Triapsing?
I think traipsing. I usually say
Traipsing
traipsing.
about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
Alright. What happens when we make the thief sign at Olga? The shopkeeper looks concerned when you make the thief sign.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any medicine for epileptics. Maybe Dr. Cranium can help you.
Let's tell her about our adventures. You tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia, which is not too much thus far, but...
Be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes around here. Someone's got to have a clue, after all.
Indeed. Like I said, remember, Olga is the town's gossip queen.
Gossip cream?
No, yeah, whatever. Alright, in the next video then I guess I'll actually buy some things from Olga, but for now I'll say enough already, and I think it's time to end this video here. And a lovely video it is. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you on your next visit to my video channel. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye bye.